I'm Florence Ballard A3060 and you're into something good.
Yeah, look, watch this, look, watch the machine.
When the night meets the morning sun, woke up this morning feeling fine.
So this is something I have been wanting to film for ages. I did actually receive this back in 2018. It's a Miele Novotronic toy washing machine made by Theo Klein from 2001. This is the first one they made, the Novotronic. They did two variations of this design, the Novotronic and the Softronic. Softronic was based on the later models and it had the honeycomb care logo. Main difference is the water did not go into the tank and it did bidirectional tumbles. This only does a unidirectional tumble on the wash stage. I'm just going to have a little overlook before we actually do a quick demonstration of this. This is a very famous toy washing machine amongst many washing machine enthusiasts, and many people will remember having one of these as a toy. Miele also did a silver version for Early Learning Centre around 2005. 2005 they did that, or 2006, and they also did one in the W4000 series style, the W4146 WPS, and they've now released one to match the W1s. This follows the Comfort Line fascia design, which at the time was modelled after the Honeycomb Care W487 WPS, the first 1800 RPM model they did. I had both versions as a child, in fact all of them except the W4000 and W1 model. This one is slightly scratched. It's not the same one that I used to have on here. That one unfortunately did get damaged. But this one I managed to get working and it actually works pretty well. So here, which is something that was not found on the later models, the water actually goes into a reserve tank here. From there it's pumped over the top and fills just like a Miele does with the jet. When it works sort of like a Zanussi jet system, it's got a recirculation pump that pulls the water out and the water goes back into here, rather than being filled through the drawer and straight into the drum where the water would normally sit there. You have your drawer, which you pour the water in. You can put soap in here. I don't really tend to do that, to be honest. You see there. Then you have, I've got to put some new batteries in this, so I thought I'd do this before. I'm going to have some brand spanking new batteries, and this machine's going to spin pretty fast with that. You have your start button here. So again, it's styled just like the W487, although it does say it's up to 1600 RPM rather than 1800. That's meant to be your delay hours there. So this would be the water in. It's written in British, well, English, German and French. So machine's got sound effects, as you know. You press that, it actually brings the pump on and the water comes into the machine whilst making sound over the machine filling. This is the wash or waschen stage, when the machine just does one continuous tumble in the anti-clockwise direction. This machine also brings the pump on and pulls the water into the machine at the same time. The other models would tumble, reverse, they do. Then you have pump out. The water does, because the pump cuts off, if you've got water in the machine, when the machine hits the stage, it does look like the machine is draining the water back out into the tank. And it makes the sound of the pump. Then you have the spin, or schludern, so spin dry. This is when the machine puts maximum power into the motor from the batteries and spins. And is completed with the ringing sound of the machine finishing, which was actually a feature on some of the high-end spec Mieles. And you have your dial, which is again styled the famous way of a Miele. It doesn't light up, it just makes a clicking sound, so it doesn't affect any of the options of the machine. We just turn it around. It's got everything written in German and whatnot. German. It is styled like the old programming. There's your on and off switch, and of course the famous orange Miele door release. However, the most annoying thing, it doesn't open the same way as a Miele, because Miele's open this way. They swing from the left. There's your drum in there. This drum does tend to get, as you can see, sometimes if you leave it around, it does get a little jammed. You have to give the machine a bit of a push from the back. And that's your door switch there. Turn the machine round. On the back, you have your drain hose. Any water that will come out of there? No, it shouldn't do. Batteries in there. Your speaker is your Theo Klein logo as well. See, 2001. And this would be a crank handle that you'd have in the machine, where you could actually turn the drum by hand if you so wish to. You could use the machine without batteries. So that's that. I'm going to do a load of these two woolen hats which come off Smooth Innocent Smoothies, and I'll show you how we use this. We're using cold water and no soap or anything. We're just going to do one complete cycle, and that's that. So I'll pop the door open. 2 hats in there. Now, I'll show you this. So I pop open the drawer. I'm also going to pop this open so you get to see as well. Got a bottle of water here. This machine does take a lot of water to fill that tank. You just literally do begin pouring it in. You do it going down. It doesn't go in the drum, as you see. If you focus on that for me though, you might see some water going in. There. You can just have water filling in the background. The Miele is on downstairs. Now I don't fill the machine to max, but you've got to do it about the minimum level. About there. See, that is how much is left in the bottle afterwards. Now I've done the machine. I've just put in brand new batteries, so there shouldn't be any struggles. So just for the fun of it, I'll select the program. They're woolen, so we're going to use wool cold will do. Colt. Switch on. Run through each individual, but we'll do on fill. Near the pump going, there you go. I feel like it's an EasyJet system in a way, but feels like a normal Miele, see? You get actual water level. So that'll be individual. Now if I go to wash, start the wash action. So it keeps the water going in. I've got Duracell batteries, and that's a very powerful battery. See? Now it keeps going in the same direction. I'll do that. So what I like to do is fill. There is a bit of soap in the machine still. My tumble, see? And then if I go, it's the drain. It appears like the machine's actually draining. I'll show you some light at the machine. Yeah, so it goes into spin. Look how fast I got that to go. I reckon it's about 650 or so. And then as you see, now the trick with these machines, I've always said, if you ever open up the back when you get one, there's 2 rubber bands. There's one that goes around from the drive motor, but then it goes around a second spindle, like a pulley, then it goes around the drum of the motor. That's why these machines are so slow at first. You pull the second one off and just go straight from the motor around the main pulley of the drum. That's how you get it to go fast. You need a very tight belt as well. Now I'm going to run through all programs at once, all functions. Now mine, the circuitry is a little bit out of place, so I have to do a couple of odd pushes like that. Surprised I was actually able to tumble that. Oh, I shouldn't be doing that. No, I'm going to start again. It does do this sometimes. that speed, the machine does actually extract water from the clothes a little bit. It does skip a little fast. It's shaking the table a bit. It's actually a very good machine. If I take these out, they are a bit damp. But if I try and get that balanced again, get a faster spin. Try and get that with a faster spin. There's nothing there. She's doing things on her own accord. And there you go. Miele toy laundry. Same. Should be filling. I've got another spin now. Attempt a bit of a balanced spin. I'll try and put them aside like that. Yeah, that's officially the fastest we get this to go. You can hear the machine. If you ever listen to the sound of the machine while spinning, you hear there's a sound. It's the sound of a Miele pump. And that actually dried. But I will give them a better wash in toy. With toy detergent. Now, take you down here. You see all the water has gone back into the tank. Not as much because some of it's in the clothes. I'm going to drain that out now for you. Show you how to do that. So what you do to drain, you take this hose out. I always, just for the fun of it, select the pump and drain. You see that? It shouldn't be going to spin. Full speed. There you go. So you see, we have picked up some soap from somewhere, I'm not too sure where. I always tilt the machine back just to get the last bit out. And see there's slightly less in there than we started with. It neatly hooks back behind the machine. It's a very good toy. Actually, compared to so many other toy washing machines you had at the time, you had offerings from Play-Go, which were the models that did the water in the door. You get some more of that. You had the Tides Junior washer. I do have another Miele toy washing machine that I need to do a video of, but unfortunately I got the whole machine working, but I haven't got a seal for the machine because the seller didn't show that there wasn't a seal. But it's styled very much like the Tides Junior washer, and I just need to try and somehow I'm trying to make a seal for the machine. Tried with sealant, didn't seem to work, so we're just going to see what we can do. But anyway, that's this machine. My favourite childhood washing machine toy washing machine I had. I do need to find the AEG not Electrolux, the AEG Oko Lavamat one they did, where you turn the dial and the machine probably spins up to about 1,000 RPM. I'm trying to look for that. The other one I've got, as I'm talking about, did come from Germany. I do have some irons to end up doing, and there's going to be more washing machine videos. But stay tuned, guys, because I've got something to update you all on. Okay, so that was the demonstration of a 2001 Theo Klein Miele Novotronic toy washing machine, or Spielzeug Waschmaschine, as they call that in German. Very good toy. I do have quite a collection now, but I'm still looking for some. Anyway, so got some videos. I have been sent a brand new armature for the Hoover A3060, courtesy of Seamus, washer collector Seamus, and what were their names again? Rob and Steve down in Herne Bay, over in Kent. I have got some exciting news regarding that machine. Then we're going to put a new armature in the motor so the machine won't sound rough. And then I am going to be very, very gently using that machine. It's pomegranate juice. Now I mentioned in the Romford train spotting video that something was happening with the 9530W. So yes, there is some news concerning that machine. I probably may address that in a bit of a later video though, when hopefully things go to plan. I reveal what's happening in April this year. There's probably very few people that know, but I will reveal more about that if I know everything's a go-ahead. But anyway, I have some exciting news this week. So there's been something that I've been looking for quite a while, and thanks to you guys, I have received so much help from you in searching. We all know that I obviously had to dispose of the ASCO W6661 Quattro 1600 last year after the machine was corroded and been abused by the past owners. Probably was damaged in shipping, I don't know. But we know that the machine gave me a very nasty pelt of electricity when I was fixing her. And I did get quite a nasty wallop from that machine that, probably any more powerful than that, I probably would not be here to tell the tale. So I decided to scrap that machine. So I've been looking for something to replace that with. And I have said that in my collection, I do want to get hold of a washer-dryer. Because we all know that I'm probably one of the only people that are obsessed with washer-dryers as much as... Well, I do. I don't know anyone else that likes them as much as I do. So I have got some news to tell you. I have actually found a washer-dryer. Now, it's apparently coming tomorrow. Apparently it's being picked up tomorrow and delivered on the same day. That's through Shipley. But going by the experiences that my friends like Kai and Spencer have had with Shipley, I don't know. All I know is that I paid for it and I've spoken to the guy. He's got it ready to be shipped out. It isn't actually coming from very far. But then again, to me, nowhere in the UK is considered far. When it comes to the courier, they're actually quite cheap, the couriers, to be honest. So I am working late tomorrow, so it may be revealed tomorrow night if it's here. But if not, then it will probably be a later thing in the week. Because I got this video to upload plus a plane spotting video that's coming next. I've actually done it the opposite way around because I wanted to get this video out first. And then after this, of course, we've got video. We're up to 772 videos now. This video uploading now making 773. 4 or 5. So we have video number 777 coming out, which is going to be my first flight on the Boeing 777 from Dallas Fort Worth last year. So we're going back quite a bit, more than half a year ago. And I may be flying on another one this year. Hopefully things go to plan, like I said. But yeah, I have got a washer dryer, and this washer dryer is not being borrowed like the WD640 was. It's permanently my machine. Oh, and of course, that dreadful Maloney Electra that I had. I had to get a machine that I didn't like because it was only temporary. Unfortunately, that machine, again, just like all of his machines have been scrapped by Service Gem. That one never actually got to see use in this house. But anyway, got good use over here. So I've actually got a washer dryer on my own. As I said, guys, you know with me, I don't reveal anything about it. Even if you guys start trying to guess, I'm just going to say no to every single thing you tell me. Even if you somehow guess what it is, I say I never know if people will guess it or not, but like I said, even if you guess it, I'm still going to say no. So just expect every answer will be no, you have to wait and find out. That'll be good for having another machine again that I can take some use off the others with, and to have a washer dryer, especially this time of the year, winter. I mean, I have got my Creeder dryer here behind me, but it makes this room very humid. But it'd be good to have a washer dryer here. As far as I know, there is actually nothing wrong with this one. Although we always know with me, there's always something that I'll probably look at the machine and be like, oh, it's not original, or something like that. I'm always like that with anything that I get. Even Miele's I'm like that with. But, well, I'll put it this way, it would not be a Miele, because I can't officially have a Miele in this house of my own, because the machine's too heavy for me to take in and out of the house. I've got to lift the machine over the doorstep, and it is a killer doing it with my machines on their own, let alone a Miele that weighs nearly close to 100 kilograms. It is a shame, I did want a Miele. I even wanted a Novotronic, but I knew that would be hard, especially with trying to get it to fit completely under the counter with that angled fascia. But yeah, I'm hoping it is tomorrow it comes. Sadly, I've got a long day at work. I will maybe try and see if I can leave early in some way, but I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to update you on, and I want to finally get that machine videoed on my channel because I've had that for nearly 2 years to wait. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. It wasn't the best, but it was the best thing I could do. It was a short video to give something that everyone will watch and that I could do a revealment with. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow.